Good evening. This is Mike Poor, and this is another Minute with Mike. Boy, what a wonderful evening I just got to experience and got to spend time with both of you as we celebrated Bentonville's Teacher of the Year, as well as honoring folks that have been a part of our school district, some up to 40 years. It's really been a wonderful evening, and you two are our special guests tonight, mainly because of you. Can you please tell us who you are and how long have you been a part of the school district, and what do you do as a teacher?
Sure. I'm Jana Moffitt, and I teach at Lincoln Junior High School. I've been teaching math for 11 years at Lincoln and teaching for 13 years.
11 years of math all at Lincoln?
All at Lincoln.
All at Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Guthrie, the principal of Lincoln, and I think this is kind of a proud moment for you because you actually have Miss Moffitt, who is our district teacher of the year, and also is your site's teacher of the year.
Absolutely. Very proud.
As the principal, when you think of a person like her, why do you believe that she is being recognized not only as your site teacher of the year, but district teacher of the year?
Well, first of all, it doesn't surprise me at all. Miss Moffitt is a fantastic teacher. Voted on by our staff, first of all, as teacher of the year at Lincoln, where we have a whole staff of great teachers. But it's nice for her work and her role to be recognized district-wide as she was today. She's the kind of teacher that you would want your child to have. She's dedicated. She comes in before school, meets with kids before school, during her lunchtime, after school. She's an innovator. She does projects for the kids to engage them. She knows the kids personally, and I just couldn't be happier, couldn't be prouder.
These are tough words to hear, aren't they?
Yes.
I mean, wow. You think of it in terms of just your recognition as the district teacher of the year. What happened when you found out, first off, you were the site teacher of the year, because I think that happens at Lincoln, and then tonight you just found this out 30 minutes ago. What kind of went through your head?
A lot of surprise. Listening to some of the words as I was, hearing everybody come up on stage. They were awesome. I mean, everybody just was amazing teachers, and to be recognized of one of them, and then to be recognized even further beyond that was awesome. So very, very exciting.
Now, you took a path that's maybe a little bit out of the normal in terms of joining into this field. Can you share a little bit about how you got into teaching?
Sure. I became a teacher by accident. I was planning on being an engineer, and I decided to take a break and do a AmeriCorps opportunity, and so I had a family, and so I chose to do something called Teach for America. And so I signed up, and I ended up being in a very low-impoverished school for 2 years. It was a very, very tough but very rewarding experience. Just absolutely loved it, and 11 or 13 years later, I'm still teaching. So.
And that's something. What's the one thing that you would say kind of symbolizes what makes you so passionate about teaching and that has you doing this now for 11 years?
The way that kids learn has been something that has been really inspiring to me. I've worked with very low struggling students to very high passionate students about their education. I've worked with students that come to me on a daily basis saying thank you so much for teaching me, because they didn't have an education necessarily before, and that to me was just huge, to be able to be a part of that and see kids that they had never graduated, they had never had anyone in their family to graduate high school, and they were the first ones to do that. To really see that passion and that those lights come on when they're able to accomplish those things is just very rewarding to me. So.
Final tough question for you, at least I think final tough question, is that, you look at junior high and, many of us that are parents think about our junior high kids. And maybe we even think back to when we were junior high and say, oh my gosh, what an age, in terms of what's going on in their minds and their bodies and everything that's going on in terms of developmentally and the different pressures that are a part of it. Why junior high for you? And what do you see is maybe a challenge that you have to look at every day to kind of work through and something that's a joy every day?
That's an interesting question because I get asked a lot about that. Why junior high? But what I find interesting is that junior high is kind of the place where you can still be a little bit quirky and still have fun, and yet you're not too grown up, but you're not too young, and it's just kind of in the middle. And you have a chance to really touch some lives in a fun way. And so I've just kind of seen myself as a little bit quirky too, and that's just kind of where I fit, I think. But definitely some challenges are, we're trying to teach, and they have so many other things going on in their lives. That's certainly the biggest challenge to me, is when you have students that have they come from so many backgrounds, and you're trying to find how you can touch them and how you can reach them, and that's always a struggle. But certainly the joys would be to see those kids that have never enjoyed school or haven't ever been good at school, and they find a turnaround point, and you see that they're going to still succeed going on into high school. So
Your words are such a great representation of so many of the teachers we recognize tonight. Congratulations again. I mean, you really have exemplified why you've won this award. Mr. Guthrie, we're very privileged to be in a district that has wonderful teachers like her, and that they're littered literally throughout our system. We've got great principals such as yourself, and then we've got a foundation that supports us. When you first came to Bentonville and learned about the foundation, and then have now seen them, what strikes you about this foundation that's maybe unique from other places that you've been?
Well, first of all, it's the level of support. It's how the community comes together and partners with the school district to support the students. We saw this earlier today when they gave the foundation grants at all the sites, where they came themselves and shook the hands of the teachers and gave them the checks. And I think they were just as excited as the teachers were to be able to give these things and give the students these opportunities. The second thing is that it's just the consistency. They're always there. They're always not only raising money, but helping to implement that, and helping us serve our kids, and therefore serving our community.
As part of this event, they've made contributions to every single teacher of the year for each site, and then gave additional funds for you. I don't know if you've gotten to open it up yet, but teachers are going to get resources that they can go use either for themselves or within their classroom, and that's a pretty neat deal. And as you suggested, this foundation board, which is made up of just ordinary people that are coming together and then ignite the rest of the community to say, we've got to find ways to support the school district. Our foundation board is so active, and we much appreciate people like Debbie Havener and Chris Suter, who really kind of got this whole thing started. And now this year Brandy Perry is the president, next year Mike Muma, and there's a whole host of other people that are hands-on folks that are on this foundation board that make an event like tonight happen. So we're extremely blessed. This has been an awesome night. I capping this off with an interview with you is really wonderful. I congratulate Lincoln. What's going to happen tomorrow? How are you going to celebrate this?
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Cake is going to happen tomorrow.
Cake tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have some
For
celebrating
everybody?
time. Yes,
Everybody.
absolutely.
Kids and all.
Well, we'll see about the kids, but definitely for the teachers. But it'll start off with a big announcement in the morning, and I'm sure that Ms. Moffitt will get many pats on the back and rounds of applause in her classes tomorrow, and we're going to have a fun time.
It's going to be pretty cool.
A fun time with it, absolutely.
For you tonight, what do you do? You call your mom, your dad? What happens next?
it's dinner time now.
Dinner time. Well, good. Well, and do call your mom and dad, because
Yeah.
I guarantee they're going to be ultra proud of you. And it's neat that your husband's here tonight to get to celebrate this with you. And congratulations again. As we wrap up this minute with Mike, it's always my honor to be the superintendent of this school district, of Bentonville School District. It's an amazing place, amazing people that make this district up, which leads to the achievements that we have, and I think to the caring approach that we exhibit to each other and to our children, most importantly. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you.